Hi, and welcome to this quick overview of how ChurchNumbers works. ChurchNumbers has three building blocks, the first of which is data. Data is any information that you store in ChurchNumbers. The second building block is metrics, which pull information from the ChurchNumbers database and present it. Dashboards, where metrics and data come together, are the third building block. They're the part of ChurchNumbers where most people will spend their time while using the software. Let's start by looking at data. ChurchNumbers works with two kinds of data. Event data would be for things like worship services, children's ministry, parking, website visits, and other similar data your church wants to collect. You can use ChurchNumbers to collect whatever information is important to you and name it as you wish. For each event, you can record data for one or more attributes. What those attributes are and what they're called is up to you. There's also non-event data, which includes things that don't change as often as events and aren't generally tied to a specific time and place, like how many members your church has, or demographic information, or budgets and goals. Each piece of non-event data has a series name and one or more values. Data comes into ChurchNumbers through four channels: file uploads, data entry, other applications, and the clicker. File uploads consist of data brought into ChurchNumbers from Excel, CSV, and OpenOffice files. This is a great way to bring historical data and information from other applications into ChurchNumbers. The data entry form provides a way to type data directly into ChurchNumbers using a computer or mobile device. Integrations between ChurchNumbers and other applications provide a way to bring data directly in from other sources without having to download and upload files. ChurchNumbers integrates with Fellowship One, Google Analytics, and QuickBooks, and we'll keep adding more to the party. Finally, the clicker is a specialized part of ChurchNumbers that allows you to count people, cars, whatever, using a smartphone. You just tap on the screen to count up or down, and there's also a calculator mode. Whatever you record using the clicker goes straight into the database, so there's no need to pass notes, send text messages, or dispatch carrier pigeons to a person who collects everything. Let ChurchNumbers be your single collecting point. All of the data from those channels flows into the database and is always available for analysis and presentation. Metrics pull information from the database using filters that you set, and they present that information in various forms. Metrics work their magic without actually touching your data. They look through the database for information that matches your filters and then return with just the right stuff, which is awesome because you can play with metrics all you want and not worry about messing up your data. When you create metrics, you set them to filter data based on any combination of days of the week, event type, attendee type, time block, and tags. It's really powerful, but also easy to use and understand. Metrics come in two flavors, chocolate and butterscotch. Well, okay, that's not actually true, but ChurchNumbers does offer both simple and advanced metrics. Simple metrics just add up numbers for specific attributes for the events that are pulled from the database using the filters you set. For example, a simple metric might add attendance numbers for Sunday morning worship services. Advanced metrics went to school a little longer, and there they learned some pretty cool tricks, such as performing calculations on other metrics and attributes using basic math operations, plus a long list of powerful functions. For example, you could use the SafeDiv function to automatically calculate per capita giving and show it on your dashboard. Once you've created a bunch of metrics, they can be assembled into an unlimited number of dashboards. Each person in your church's account will have access to the default All Metrics dashboard and any other dashboards they've created or that others have shared with them. The final ingredient, although it's not really part of the software, is people. With ChurchNumbers, you have a high degree of flexibility and control when it comes time to determine who gets to see what, who can edit what, and who enters what data into the database and by what means.